Welcome to Squad, your favorite spot for everything esports and gaming. I'm Lisa, and it's a party on the couch with Camille, Matt, and Zerg joining me today.
I'm doing my party moves right now.
Is that,
yeah,
nice.
I enjoy you guys. Just Training, I think, is probably the most anticipated game of the year.
True.
And at San Diego Comic-Con, Hideo Kojima revealed that Keanu Reeves was originally recommended for Matt Mikkelsen's character. Do you think he made the right choice?
Yeah, I think this whole Keanu Reeves is a good guy. Every movie he's been in, you know, he fits that role. Mads Mikkelsen is like, he's badass. So he fits the villain role. And honestly, me and you, Lisa, we both are kind of fed up with the whole Keanu Reeves thing.
Yep.
We're ready for him to, he had his spot, you know?
He had his time.
No,
You're breathtaking. Okay, great. That's good. I'm done.
Keanu's amazing.
Keanu's amazing.
He's nice.
He's nice.
He's a fun guy. He's a fun guy, and he's a nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you're hating on him too much because you're not nice.
I'm not
like
hating, I'm just
Keanu.
not loving.
Oh my God, okay. Well, you know what? The thing is with Death Stranding, like it has a crazy cast, right?
Sure.
And Matt Mikkelsen, yes, he's an amazing actor, but I kind of want to see what it would have been like to have Keanu there just because he's so goofy, like it'd bring a different tone.
But wouldn't that mess up the tone?
Like what?
I guess technically, I don't know. I wish there was just an alternate version of the game. With
A DLC.
A DLC with a Keanu Reeves skin.
That's it, that's the moneymaker.
Yeah, just do that. Why is that an issue? Just do that.
Well, it's funny too because Kojima said like he wanted Mads because they're friends. They're like BFFs. Is that even fair?
Oh,
should that be allowed?
Oh,
Yeah.
collusion, all that stuff. Oh no, he shouldn't have said that. Why did he say that?
Well, like everyone, like even Norman Reedus, BFFs.
Oh really?
Like I'm on to you, Kojima.
Well, you know what? To be fair though, like that's how the industry works, right?
guess so.
You invite your friends. You like certain person. You want them on your projects.
That's why we're all on the couch together.
And we kicked Marissa and Brody out.
all right, well, you know, like yes, we did it. It's about time to get started. Later, I'll take on Lisa in Unmuted. And since it's the first time we're going head to head on the show, it may get ugly.
Plus, we have some new releases in the loadout, and I'll bring you the news and report it.
But first, I'm going to head to the Met to talk to Ron about Overwatch Stage 4 on Inside Esports. It's Overwatch Tuesday as we look ahead to Stage 4 of the Overwatch League with a new patch and a new hero. But before we call our guests and look into our magic crystal ball, let's take a look at the Season 2 highlights.
And they get caught in the graviton surge pretty much straight away now. Is there a charge? Bumper misses the charge. He was trying to find a kill, but then he goes for the shot. See, he's played Knifey Spoony before. Very cheeky. He has to be careful. He's caught out. He's down. That's the first pick. And now the rest would follow. Bumper hits a huge ass shatter. And the Vancouver Titans stand on the precipice. They say the North never forgets. And now the North will never be forgotten.
They're repeating the pathing they've been doing the entire time here. Now the Graviton Surge comes in. Counter shatters. Massive. Whoa. All right. Super. Okay, Titans. Somansu down. How in the world did they lose him? That's crazy. Slime out of the way, too. Bumper gets the kill on Super, but it's all shot right now. It's going to be 20 seconds. Only Bumper remaining. Hawksalt just trying to stay on the point, but that's going to be it. The grab from Sinatra comes in, and the Shock have done it. They are your Stage 2 champions.
Not to try to win it out. Barrier denying a lot of silence, but TM still manages to find Smurf as he pops around it. And he gets the double tap off the grapple onto Striker. Custom blast, unable to find a barrage. Just going to be layered in. Tries to find the kill, and actually finally going to be taken down. Gets a follow-up again on a Rascal. The cart's starting to advance, a Wrecking Ball on the way, but I don't think he's going to arrive in time. And he will not! Reverse sweep, not going to happen. The Shanghai Dragons, for the first time, will be your Stage 3 champions.
The revamped Shanghai Dragons won the Stage 4, but with all the changes coming up, can they still be the favorites? To break down the patch notes, predict Stage 4, and talk about Sigma is Overwatch coach Ronald Renanthera Lee. How's it going, buddy? Did I say your name right?
It's Renanthera. I use Ronanthera on Instagram because I couldn't get the name from. But yeah, no, you know, it's better than what AJ usually does.
Yeah, I tried to practice, but it is a very hard name to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll take Ren for short.
Okay, Ren. I'll take that. So we finally are nearing the end of Season 2 with one more stage left, and now that we have 3 different stage champions, which we know means very little at this point, it's time to look into the future, Ron. What are the other teams? Is there any potential for any of the other teams to surprise us at this stage?
I think moving forward, they might be eliminating the stage playoff kind of like format. If there's another stage in stage 4, with 2-2-2 lock coming to Overwatch League, I think a lot of the teams that are kind of middle of the pack could be in the running for, to kind of snatch that title. Spark is still going to be good. I think, the Hangzhou Spark are very, very good in 3-3, but they were most known for being a very good 2-2-2 team. A lot of their players hailing from, both China and Korea were very well known for playing the 2-2-2 style, and I think they were predicted to be one of the stronger teams coming into the Overwatch League. So I'd like to see them kind of take the reins back and be that 2-2-2 monster we've predicted them to be. On top of that, Valiant were always a part of stage playoffs last year in the inaugural season during the 2-2-2 meta. They're on uptime now, and I only expect them to go higher. So my money would go on those two to kind of climb through the ranks as the format changes.
That is very exciting. We've mentioned 2-2-2 a bunch of times already, but for those squad mates who are new in chat, maybe new to Overwatch, can you quickly tell us what 2-2-2 means exactly?
Yes. So, I mean, if you played any other video game like League of Legends or something, they have what is pretty much a role queue where before you get into game, you've already predetermined what position you're going to be playing. Like in soccer, you have your goalkeepers or your forwards or your midfields. In video games, you have, or Overwatch specifically, you have your tanks, your damage, and your support. Before, when you loaded into a game prior, you'd have 40 seconds to meet new people and kind of discern what you're going to be playing and what everyone is comfortable on. That usually led to a lot of chaos, a lot of people not getting what they wanted, or having to be flexible to kind of raise your chances of winning, even if it meant you couldn't play what you wanted. But now with 2-2-2 lock, it means even if you woke up in the morning, you really wanted to play Hanzo, and you got into a ranked game, you wouldn't have to compromise between playing your favorite character and like optimizing your chances to win for somebody else. So now that role lock is in, it means that also everyone gets a separate rating for each of those roles, so you can properly evaluate your skill across damage, tank, or support. And that's been a lot of fun for me to tinker with on PTR so far.
That is amazing. I can't wait to try the new system. But with this system, it seems like Blizzard is almost trying to control and restrict the metagame. But of course, there are benefits to a system like this, especially in the pro scene. But what are the pros and cons that you see, especially for ranked players, regular ranked players like me and you?
So I actually really disagree when people say that Blizzard's trying to artificially restrict or control the metagame. I think that eventually this is a model we're going to be moving to regardless. Definitely the advent of GOATs was a pushing factor for the change, but I do agree with what Jeff Kaplan said in his developer update that these constraints and stuff actually breed creativity and diversity. I think especially with Sigma dropping today on PTR, I think we're going to see a lot of experiments with proper comps. And since 2-2-2 has been kind of the meta in the big, a couple of years ago, we've gotten quite a few new releases that changed the game. And people will cry and say, oh, my creativity, how can I play triple DPS or 3 tank? I think over time we'll get hero releases that will lend themselves to that sort of style, kind of like aggressive supports to make it feel similar to a triple DPS comp, or kind of more aggressive tanks to kind of facilitate that as well. And over time, as the hero pool expands, we'll see a lot more diversity and difference in playstyles, even within a 2-2-2 restriction, that will be overall healthier, and we'll be looking back, I think, a few years from now being like, oh, those were the dark times. I can't believe we were playing ever without this restriction.
Yeah, and you already mentioned the changes. There was a bunch of changes, mostly quality of life, but there was a lot of adjustments to Briggs numbers, who we knew was a major player in GOATs. Who got hit with the nerf hammer, if any, and how do you think will the entire meta be affected with the current changes?
So I actually think this recent patch by Blizzard did a really good job of not hitting anybody in particular too hard. I think they did actually a better job of buffing characters up to kind of give them a role or hopefully give them an edge when it comes to 2-2-2 and give them some playtime. Brigitte was nerfed really, really heavily in the GOATS meta because like she's was so overbearing with the other two supports that they had to kind of lower her numbers. But because of that, if you were to play her in a 2-2-2 composition, she just felt awful. It was a disaster. And now they've changed her style to be more in line with the other healers, make it more so that she's less tanky, less brutish, and more of like someone that could deal a lot of healing in a short period of time and give her that kind of anti-flanker niche that she was always supposed to have. So that's another added benefit of 2-2-2 as well, is that they could look at less overall variables and kind of balance the game a little bit easier because you know that like you won't have massive effects where Brigitte will allow 3 or 4 tanks again. She'll always be restricted to a 2-2-2 framework, which is good when you're looking at a game with like 30-something heroes, releasing more every time, and then the players are always finding new ways to kind of gimmick your system.
So it sounds like Blizzard just really hated GOATs, implemented the role lock, and was just like, we're not gonna ever have this meta again. Let's get rid of how Brig's kit is.
I mean, I really don't think it was like just GOATs entirely. Again, I do agree it was a factor, but they said they've been working on this for over like a year and a half, and this has been something people have been asking for just because they wanted to play their characters and have competitive games before GOATs happened. I know I was a really vocal advocate for a role queue before GOATs started catching on. It was pretty much an inevitability, I feel, and I don't think it was just like, oh, GOATs is the nuclear reason that like broke the game. We had to. This tiny trials team broke $1 billion industry. I don't think so. I think it was coming, and if we didn't get it as soon as we did now, we would still get it in like another year or a half.
That's perfect. Again, as I said, very excited for that. But there are a lot more things again that are new that are coming up for the stage 4, including the matches of the week, the 1v1 showdowns, and the league picks where you can get your esports tokens. But of course, one of the main things that I am the most excited about is the 31st hero and the first talent tank, Sigma. As we know very little of him and his kit at the moment, let's speculate. What gap would he fill currently that does not exist in this roster? And what do you think the Sigma's balls do?
So he's a hulkish chat of a man. He has these giant World of Warcraft style shoulder pads, and he's a big boy. And I think we're in due time for another tank hero. I would not be surprised if he's a tank. I'm pretty sure it's pretty much 99% confirmed. Fun fact, on the Twitter last night, I think the voice actor, his name is Boris Heeland, I think, or something like that. Correct me if I'm getting that wrong, but he confirmed that he's Dutch. So nice, we got some more global representation. But this Dutchman is an astrophysicist, if I remember correctly, and that origin trailer of his was absolutely amazing. Hats off to Boris. He did a super awesome job, and you know, that the idea of kind of him playing with gravity and the way that impacts time and stuff like that have me feel as if he's going to be maybe warping projectiles or bullets towards him. I don't think Blizzard is going to add more CC to the game. I think they're kind of happy with the amount that there is now, and they want it to be less MOBA focused and bring it back a little bit to the FPS roots. They mentioned this kind of in a few developer updates in the past, where CC is something that is fine and kind of important to have in a game to keep certain things in check, but having too much makes it very, very annoying when you start getting like stunned every 3 seconds, right? So I think if there is kind of a theme with gravity and that in place, they wouldn't make it so you slow other people. They'd probably make it so you would bend projectiles around you like Angelina Jolie in Wanted, or you know, especially as a tank, ways to mitigate damage could be creative, and I think hopefully he'll open up some more aggressive playstyles or something new that aren't just, you know, holding up a shield and blocking damage that way.
Yeah, I really, really want him to be able to stop bullets like Neo and then return it back to people, because it sounds like it would be right in his kit.
Yeah, that would be super, super awesome. Like instead of eating with defense matrix. You hold them in place and then send them right back. That'd be super, super cool.
That would be something else. Thank you so much, Ron, for dropping your Overwatch knowledge, but unfortunately, we are out of time.
Yeah, it's all right. Well, thank you for having me. Hopefully, I'll be back in studio sometime soon to, enlighten you more with my Overwatch depth of knowledge.
And that knowledge is indeed deep. But now let's head over to Matt, who also has a deep knowledge with the latest news and reported.
It's a Tuesday, and you know what that means. It's time for all of the big news to drop. And that's not a joke, because one famed Call of Duty org won't be playing for much longer. Evil Geniuses announced yesterday that it will not be competing in the 2020 Call of Duty season. EG said that it won't compete under the banner of any of the city-based franchises, nor will it allow its name to be used. EG has a long history in Call of Duty, with many iconic players such as Karma and Crimsix over the years. The team won the 2018 CWL Championship as underdogs, though it has not played particularly well this past season. While leaving Call of Duty is sudden, it's not surprising. Many orgs who have fielded teams in the game will bow out in the coming months because of the cost of the upcoming franchise season. Thanks for the run, EG. Hopefully you can come back to COD sometime in the future. In Overwatch news, Hero 31 has finally been revealed after an image last week inadvertently leaked him. Overwatch Hero 31 is Sigma, a Talon member who is described as an eccentric astrophysicist. In his reveal video, Sigma is shown to be a scientist who is trying to harness the power of a black hole throughout his career. Unfortunately, things went south and he was taken to a mental health facility after an unrevealed incident. After going through several stages of psychosis, Sigma grasps onto the fact that gravity is a harness that he is now in control of, and he now appears to be used by Talon as a weapon. There's no word yet on what Sigma's abilities are or when he'll be available, but I gotta say, I can't wait to try him out. This year, the next Pokemon games Sword and Shield will come out. Next year, apps like Pokemon Sleep and Home will be released, and sometime in the future, you'll have a brand new Pokemon game to play on your phone thanks to Tencent. A new Pokemon game is in development thanks to a partnership between the Pokemon Company and the Chinese video game publisher. One of Tencent's subsidiaries, Timi Studio Group, is in charge of the project. Timi has developed a lot of well-received mobile games, most famously Arena of Valor, and most recently, Call of Duty Mobile. Because of that track record, I'd wager that the new Pokemon game will be free to play, and it could even be released on consoles given enough time. We'll likely find out more information on this game sometime next year, which is great since I don't think I can play all these Pokemon games at the same time. That's all for the news today. Now it's time for Lisa and Camille to demonstrate what happens when a friendship is destroyed on camera in Unmuted.
Welcome to Unmuted. We got your game and esports hot topics, hot tweets, and the spiciest meme. And we got a Camille on the Unmuted desk.
Hello, Lisa.
You know, I'm so excited to have you here because we actually have the reputation for being the most argumentative people in squad.
The great debate of Boba 2019.
Oh.
Tyler could account for that, and we don't want it to get that heated because then everyone leaves us in the office alone.
Yeah.
And then
we might not get out of here.
We're just
ever.
Forever
It might
here.
get violent.
Yeah, no.
But that's what you guys want to see, isn't
No,
it?
but we'll see if that happens. We're gonna present you all the goodies we've gathered, which we will discuss and most likely argue, but luckily for all of us, there's a mute button where we can use only once
time.
to mute the other if it gets too heated.
Oh, and it will. It will. Remember, we like it when you call us out when we're wrong and praise us when we're spitting truth, so let's get right to it. Let's kick things off with a look at EVO 2019 as the running order for the finals has been set. Big changes are afoot at EVO as Street Fighter V will not be the final game on the main stage for the first time in years. Instead, it will be Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which replaced both Melee and Wii U at this year's event. In addition to Smash, Sunday will feature the finals for Blaze Blue, Street Fighter V, and Tekken 7, with the other main EVO games having their finals on Friday and Saturday. So Camille, do you think, first of all, Ultimate should get the final game at EVO?
Of course, it's Ultimate. It's just such a good game, and now with Melee not there, I mean, bring the community together for what I think is the best Smash in
That's
the franchise.
controversial. That's controversial because I know a lot of people say Melee is the OG.
But it unites people, and there's like everyone's there except for Waluigi, which no one cares about.
Wow.
So like I say go for it. I mean, you can't keep having Street Fighter there if the game's not even that great.
Oh my,
no,
all the Street Fighter fans are crying.
Even that, the FGC, the Street Fighter pros know that Street Fighter V isn't the best Street Fighter out there. So if it's getting lower numbers, Why? Why would it be the main event?
But is this not just like a circle jerk for, I guess, Nintendo's Ultimate now? Like, we know it just came out. The money that they're putting into this game is probably a lot, so we know. And the pros itself, I feel like they like Melee, to be honest, more than they like Ultimate. So how is it that they get the main stage when the people say they want Melee? This doesn't sound right. I'm calling corruption.
The people are too old and just need to. I'm sorry, you're too old. Get over it. We don't want to be playing on CRV TVs. Like, get some LCDs in there. Like, no, honestly, like, you have to keep up with the times. You want EVO to be fun. You want it to reflect the community as it is now, not as it was. Don't be a has-been.
Okay, that's fair. How about the other games, though? The other rundowns?
You know, they're okay. They're okay. Like, you know. It's whatever. It's whatever. Honestly, if a new Street Fighter game comes out that is like as good as 4, then we'll see Street Fighter come back on the main stage.
Okay. How about Tekken? I feel like Tekken's pretty big now. It's like continuously growing the scene. It seems like.
Yeah, a lot of people like Tekken.
You're not
okay.
You're breaking hearts here.
I like Mortal Kombat, which, you know, is not the positive opinion that the FGC will probably want to hear.
Hipster tastes.
But I do have hipster tastes, and I like the NRS community, although it is small. So.
All right.
Yeah, we'll see.
Fair.
We'll see. Ubisoft is giving players a limited time event skin after it miscalculated the numbers required to unlock it. Originally, players were supposed to get 6 million headshots in the Showdown event with the BOSG shotgun to unlock a rifle skin. Unfortunately, players across multiple consoles could not complete that requirement, with the closest being 2.2 million headshots on PC. As a result, Ubisoft apologized, and every R6 player who contributed to the event will get the skin. Lisa, do you think that this is a good move for Ubisoft?
100%.
Or is it a miscalculation?
Oh, it's 100% a miscalculation, but Ubisoft is so good at relations, honestly, that they're willing to be like, listen, we messed up. We messed up huge. Here's the skin basically that you were supposed to earn by playing this thing. But honestly, I think they just didn't make no one won the reward because you weren't playing. You were so good at headshots that if you played, I bet you she could have gotten it.
No, I probably would. Like that, 6 million?
No.
That is insane. And the thing is, how is it that no one at Ubisoft saw this coming before, that this was a miscalculation? I mean, this takes place over the course of, I think, 3 or 4 days.
It was actually 14 days.
Oh,
it's 2 weeks. It was 2
weeks. That's worse. How is it that they didn't do anything?
And the highest score was 2.2 million headshots. Did anybody test this at Ubisoft? Did they just be like, I like 6
Quality
million.
testing. Yeah, this is possible. I'm pretty sure, like, when the final results were coming out over the weekend, someone at Ubisoft was like, I think we might have messed up, but it'll have to wait till we get into the office on Monday. I want to check in on that player that did
the pool.
Yeah, they're just like, it's fine. No, I want to check in on that player that did 2.2 million. Is he or she okay?
True.
Is he sick or she sick? You know, like, that's a lot of headshots and a lot of time to do that.
No, 100%. And we have to think, like, this is just headshots. Like, this isn't just kills, guys. Do you understand? To get 6 million headshots, you have to be playing 24 hours, like, no sleep, to even play the amount of games possible to get that possibility. It's actually insane how Ubisoft messed that up that hard.
Lisa, how many tries has it taken you to get 1 headshot?
Camille, I'm gonna be honest with you all. I haven't even passed the tutorial in Rainbow Six yet. I keep losing the damn mission every single time. The terrorists keep getting the best of me, so no headshots.
You cannot let them get the best of you.
You know what? If I had to save the world, you guys, it's over.
Oh,
all right, let's move on. Do you think you know everything about the Overwatch League? Well, you're in luck, as Blizzard is releasing a new platform called League Picks that will test your prediction skills. League Picks is a beta test that will let fans earn bonus OWL tokens if they correctly predict things like which team will win this map or who will deal the most damage. Guess correctly and you'll earn tokens that can be spent on team skins in Overwatch. Camille, do you think this is a great initiative for at least casual fans?
Everyone loves to gamble, and this is pretty much gambling at its finest without actual money.
Yeah.
So I think it's a really good move for Overwatch to actually introduce this, because then they're getting more viewers in. They're getting their viewers to be competitive amongst each other. And I probably should stay away from this because I may have a gambling problem.
Do you actually? Have you ever played any fantasy before? Like, are you a fantasy player?
I'm not a fantasy player, but I am a pretty good roulette player.
What? Roulette is all luck, Camille.
Well,
you can't.
I like to think it's my decision to land on, put my chips down on the numbers and like pick I'm psychic.
Yeah. So you will pick it for me. If I play this league picks, you will help me?
Yeah, we could tag team on
Should we?
this. We should. But do you think we'll win?
We'll let the chips fall where they may.
Oh, chat, let us know if you think this is a good duo, because I don't know, it's like sometimes the luck is in your favor, but sometimes it's completely out of your control. So I want to see if we actually see behind the scenes gambling with this. Like, would fans actually sign up with other fans to be like, yo, do you want to do a backdoor deal where we actually gamble money?
You know what? That's the thing, though. That's actually a really good point, because it does seem like a gateway to gambling, like actual gambling.
Yeah.
And we know in video games, loot boxes has been a huge debate, right?
Yeah.
And so the fact that they're introducing this, there's going to be some sort of, I guess, criticism. The fact that it's leading to gambling. I 100% the moment I read the story, I was like, ooh, this is literally the step right before gambling.
Yeah. I want to see their marketing, because they're probably going to have those ads like bet responsibly.
Yeah, because we listen to those ads. Yes, if we read those ads.
You have to. Like you said, it's a gateway, and we have some young kids. I wonder how old actually they'll have to be.
That's a good point.
To do this, because it is gambling.
Yeah.
It's gambling.
You know, honestly, for Overwatch, this is a great move, because I think the biggest struggle for the league is having people actually watch it. We know the game is great fun, but when it comes to competitive side, it's really hard to follow and watch. But now, if you want skins and you don't want to spend money, you can actually just watch and predict. And honestly, you don't really have to like study. It could be random. Just pick a random team, and if you win, you win. Like, it's that easy.
I'm pretty sure, though, I still won't be playing. I'll just use the app. All right. For our last story, a prominent Fortnite player has been accused of cheating again. A video surfaced on Twitter showing XIF killing someone who was dancing in place during the trio's Cash Cup. Some say that this is another instance of cheating, but the dancing player's teammates say it was just a harmless mistake. XIF was suspended from Fortnite for 2 weeks earlier this year after cheating in the World Cup qualifiers. Lisa!
This doesn't look good for him.
This doesn't look good for him. And I'm just wondering, do you think that they're just getting on XIF's case, or is this actually possibly cheating?
No, 100%. This is just as an example of someone who did the crime in the past. They will always have that profile, right? Because when you actually watch the clip and with the explanations of all the other players, like, there's no reason for them to step out and say, you know what, he actually wasn't cheating. Like, this is the situation. They stuck their neck out for this guy, and it's not a completely unreasonable reason. Like, the reason they said was that, like, honestly, his teammates were already dead. He was already like gone. He felt like he was already lost. Like, he lost the game. So at that point, he was just BMing. And we've all been there. I've been there when I know I can't escape. People are chasing me down, and I know I'm not gonna get out of it. I just freeze there and I don't do anything. Just give up the kill. So, like, I don't see it as completely unreasonable for that to happen. And I just feel kind of bad for XIF. Now that he's done the crime, he's done the time.
He's done the crime more than once, though.
But he's done the time!
And he's done the time, but maybe once a cheater, always a cheater. I'm not saying he did in this instance, but I am saying that I did my research. And I talked to our FPS pro, Zurich, and I asked him how common is it in Fortnite tournaments for players just to kind of forfeit it. And he says when they're mid-tier, you really don't want to chance it, because you only have a certain amount of matches to rack up points. So it wouldn't really make sense for this instance for them to throw it. So maybe conspiracy? I don't know. Like, it's kind of like maybe they're in on it. And that's what some of the fans are saying, that they wouldn't be surprised if they were in on it. And I may take that side too.
Are we not jumping to the gun here? It's one incident at the moment. Let's wait for more proof. Let's not witch hunt like we always do on the internet nowadays.
And I did my research, and I talked to Zurich, and if he says one's a cheater, no, he did say that. He did say that. I'm sorry. He did
if Zurich says it, then it must be fact. Like, I can't argue that.
All right, we'll leave it at that. It's time to check in with streamers in Clip It. We always appreciate when streamers reach beyond their gaming roots and show us their other talents. Greek gives us a little taste of his magic ability.
Wait, a tweet. Wait a second, dude. Pokimane just landed in London.
Yo, where is his cape? He is Batman.
Wow! I am so impressed with that. That is great, except that was kind of creepy at the same time.
Wait, what?
Listen, if you look at the clip, it started off with being like, yo, Pokimane just got in town. I must go find her now. you guys. We're missing the main point here.
Oh, so we should be focusing on the fact that he may be a low-key stalker.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, let's focus on the real thing here, but still, really cool smoke show.
But you know what? If you look at, because I would think that's how like every superhero, especially Batman, disappears at the end of his entrances, right? So like I would think actually every superhero is a stalker. So really Greek is just a superhero.
That is the most illogical thing ever, but that did put the image in my head of Batman just sitting there vaping. Like, is that what he does in the Batcave, just smoking it up? He needs to unwind somehow, right, Camille? All right, let's move on. Our next clip gives us a new perspective on Bambi, courtesy of Jay Streezy.
We didn't see any actual babies, but this one is a baby. I would like to get closer. Do you think it's possible? Oh. Okay.
Oh my God, see, Bambi's mom was a jerk this whole time.
No! Oh my God!
Wow.
No, Lisa. Okay. Was that streamer a Disney princess? No. Why are you going up to Mother Nature's children acting like you belong when you're not a Disney princess?
He didn't approach singing.
No, you have to.
Like, that's how you get animals to be friendly.
Exactly, but no, leave the animals alone in their natural habitat.
That's true. Is it crazy that even when the mom was like attacking, I still wanted to hug it? Like, it was still so pretty. It was so cute.
Oh my God.
It was so adorable.
While he's like bleeding on the floor.
Yeah, but like, it had no horns. What really damage can it do, right?
Okay, well, yeah, okay, we'll just leave Bambi's mom out of this. All right, it's truly the best time of the day when we stroll through the Twitterverse to bring you all the things pros bless us with from their timeline. The first one comes from COD commentator Clint Evans, who wrote, I opened the wrong side of the crushed red peppers. God damn it.
Oh, no. That happens to the worst. I mean, all of us. The best of us.
Lisa, I know you've done this before.
Yes. Yes, I am.
No,
are you telling me you've never done that before?
It's an amateur mistake.
Are you kidding me?
No, I've done this before. I've done this before. But it was with balsamic vinegar.
Oh, that
because I like putting balsamic vinegar on my pizza slices. And
wait, what? Is that normal?
Yeah.
I've never heard anyone do that.
Wait, what?
Camille.
Is that not normal?
Camille with the weird food taste yet again.
Is that not normal?
I don't think so. Anybody, do you guys do that? Can we get
oh my God.
This just in. Facts have said, the stats have said it's not normal. Camille.
Oh no.
You're an odd one. Who puts vinegar on their pizza?
Balsamic vinegar, okay? Don't
muddy it up,
okay?
Camille with the bad food taste again. Let's move on. Continuing with the food theme, oh no. Our next tweet comes from COD Pro Kenny. Somebody's food just came in a whole spacecraft.
What in the hell is this? Oh my God.
I actually retweeted this tweet with the caption, this is how they serve meals at Area 51.
Yo! Honestly though, like, I looked up this restaurant.
Oh, research, okay.
Because Kenny was actually posting a whole thread of all the food that was coming out of this restaurant, and it's kind of pricey. I don't have that COD Pro money. There is something on the dessert menu where it's a 4-foot tall cinnamon sugar cone. It's $250 for vanilla ice cream.
Sounds worth it.
I can't do that. And it's like, why would you pay that much for something like that where these glorified dishes when you could just go to Area 51 and get some food from aliens
it's that
in
easy.
a spaceship? Come on.
How many calories do you think that dessert would have been?
Yo, I don't even want to know because I don't even know how to count calories. Let's be real.
True, Miss Balsamic Vinegar on her pizza. Okay, she's the last person to be worrying about calories.
All right. Our last tweet comes from Smash Pro Levin, who shared his new Patreon tiers. For $1,000 a month, you can get the Controller Crust Cowboy Reward that will have him send you his Controller Crust every Christmas. But Melee Crust is a little extra.
Oh, God. Oh, that's the most disgusting thing I've ever heard in my life.
But you know what? When I'm thinking of it in like gaming, there's a lot of crust that comes off our controllers. I mean, that could be worth something.
Camille! I actually almost threw up. Like, I'm actually not even kidding. The word crust itself is already like rough, but the moment you think of controller crust, it's like, how disgusting.
Well, you're saying it wrong. You gotta say it sexy. Controller crust. Controller crust.
Vomiting, no, never. That's disgusting. I'm gonna report his Twitch.
Oh my gosh, Lisa, what would be your top tier Patreon reward?
I can sing you a song.
Oh, well, you know what? That's a sweet one.
Okay.
No one wants to hear that.
And feed pictures. Okay, let's move on because it's time to get to some crowd control. This is where we showcase some of the great or simply dank things the community has been making. Here's a crossover we never knew we needed. This is SpongeBob as Overwatch characters. Okay, so you can see there we got McCree, we got Bastion, Roadhog, Widowmaker, Tracer, Lucio, Farah, Torbjorn, and Mercy. Look at that.
You know what? I really love the Tracer, the little wings on the ears.
angel SpongeBob.
And I think that just really proves SpongeBob makes everything better.
Were you a huge SpongeBob fan?
I was, but I was probably way too old to be watching.
She's like a full-grown adult just watching SpongeBob, drinking her milk after school.
No, seriously, like I think it's such an underrated show that if there was a crossover with OWL, maybe that's when I would start watching.
Oh, really?
OWL. Yeah, honestly, I love SpongeBob.
That's a cool crossover, like legit crossover.
I would.
Camille,
Wanna see that.
you have to show people your impression.
Oh,
We talked about this before, her SpongeBob impression.
so
no,
Patrick? I do a SpongeBob, but
does SpongeBob
you gotta pay for that one. So I'll do Patrick.
Patreon.
Yeah, on my Patreon. It's on my Patreon.
Hit
Okay.
it.
Oh, SpongeBob.
Okay, anyways,
No? Guys!
should I do it, guys?
Oh my god, okay, whatever. Let's move on because I want to share something really personal with you. The next clip really and truly is my fantasy.
Is this gonna be
I wrote a blog post a while ago about why I f***ing hate video games because this is what it does. It appeals to like the male fantasy.
That's just beautiful.
Damn, Camille! Damn, I didn't know that was gonna be your fantasy. I was surprised there. But what about your boy Claude?
Okay, Claude.
You were just melting over him the other day. Do you guys?
Claude from Fire Emblem, we don't have to go there. We don't have to bring him into
two-timing?
this because he's like an archer, okay? He's gorgeous for other reasons. He just like looks good when he poses. But this in Yakuza, you know how hard it is to backflip on like, skates? That means very difficult, which means his abs are hard like rock.
You are. The thirst here is real. Like I am actually. It's getting moist. I can't. I'm sorry. Better than crust. Crust.
Moist.
Okay, anyways, for our last post, we have some heartbreaking news. Iconic character and beloved sidekick Pikachu has been officially abandoned by that nasty Ash Ketchum. But it's okay because Pikachu don't need no trainer. He's an independent Pokemon. Pikachu got a job at the local mart handing out bags to customers for minimum wage, but at least he won't have to fight battles anymore.
Pikachu also let himself go.
Hey, it's been tough. It's been tough, okay?
No.
It's been a tough time.
It's a tough time, but at least he knows that he doesn't need Ash anymore. Because I mean, Ash didn't even become a gym master, so like, why even stick with him?
Wow.
I'm telling you, Ash is overrated.
That's a controversial topic, guys. Let us know in chat if you agree. But I think, honestly, Pikachu has been next to him for so long. He was really only holding him back. It's sad that he has to start off here, but, you know, at least he's not working the corner.
Yeah.
Yet.
Well, we may see those boots come out.
Oh, God!
You never know. It may get
kinky
too tough.
boots. I don't want to imagine it, so let's wrap it up. That's it for Unmuted. Remember, you can always hit us up on our socials at Squad State just to say hi or send us stuff to react to. Until next time, we'll see ya.
Come follow me. PC players everywhere get to experience what some would call the best game of 2018 this week. Tetris Effect is the latest entry to the iconic Tetris franchise, and it combines the simplicity of Tetris with the wonderful visual and audio styles of designer Tetsuya Mizuguchi. It plays like any other Tetris game for the most part. You move blocks of tetraminos down from the top of the screen in order to create and clear lines. Pretty straightforward, but Tetris Effect also introduces a zone mechanic that lets you pause the action and slam down multiple blocks at once, allowing you to clear over 16 lines simultaneously. So if this is just Tetris, why is Tetris Effect so well regarded? It's because it has a campaign that uses music and visuals to tell a story, one that is both emotional and uplifting in its scope. That shouldn't be possible with Tetris, yet here we are. Add on some truly fun and interesting game modes that add twists to the Tetris formula, and you have a deep and inviting game that is great for newcomers and masters. While the PlayStation version features PSVR capability, the new PC version can be used with both the Oculus Rift and HTC Vive systems. If you have VR capability, Tetris Effect is a must-buy, and if you don't, you're gonna find something to like in Tetris Effect. Another year, another anime fighting game published by the folks at Arc System Works. This year, it's Kill la Kill IF, a fighting game that's based on the world and characters of Studio Trigger's Kill la Kill anime. Brace yourselves, because the explanation for what this game is about is going to sound insane. The main character, Ryoko Matoi, enrolls in Hanoji Academy to find the person who killed her dad with a scissor blade. The academy hierarchy is based around uniforms that give the user special powers, and Ryuko has to fight through its leadership with her own uniform to confront the student council president. Oh, and there's a resistance group that strips naked to fight the academy. The uniforms barely cover anything, and that's only the tip of the iceberg of crazy that is Kill la Kill. Fortunately, Kill la Kill IF backs that insanity up with solid 3D battles. You pick characters from the franchise and battle it out in a series of 1v1 brawls. The animation is gorgeous, and the fight themselves actually look pretty fun and entertaining. It's difficult to recommend this game if you haven't watched the anime or aren't into 3D fighting games, but if you are into something that's absolutely bonkers, Kill la Kill IF definitely fits the bill.
It's so much worse than I thought. We'll drive the Nazis out of Paris, just like Daddy did back home.
No phone calls, no letters.
First-person shooter lovers, take note. Machine Games is back with another entry in their fantastic Wolfenstein series this week with Wolfenstein Youngblood. In a series first, it's a co-op multiplayer game, though you could of course play by yourself. Set in the 1980s, just over 2 decades after America was liberated from the Nazis, you play as Jess and Soph Blaskovich, the daughters of Wolfenstein hero BJ. Their father's gone missing, and they travel to Paris in search of him. While there, they must also help the French resistance, who are looking to free their country after 40 years of terrible oppression. In addition to being a co-op game, Youngblood is also completely non-linear. You can take on missions in whatever order you choose, each of which unlocks new gear and abilities for use in others. That being said, it still has the same tried-and-true Wolfenstein gameplay that made it so popular in the first place. You can sneak through streets or skulk across rooftops to take out Nazis silently, or you can grab 2 shotguns, some armor, and fill them full of lead. What makes Youngblood more interesting is its 2 developers. Machine Games co-developed the game with Arcane Studios, who created the Dishonored series and the Prey reboot. With that kind of pedigree behind it, Wolfenstein Youngblood might just be something special. Someone at Intelligent Systems asked, what if we cross Fire Emblem with a visual novel set in a school? Whoever thought of that deserves a raise, because Fire Emblem 3 Houses is the joyous product of that strange combination. For those who haven't played a Fire Emblem game before, it's a tactical role-playing series set in a fantasy world filled with swords, magic, and Pegasi. In 3 Houses, you play as a mercenary who is appointed a professor at Garreg Mach, a monastery that teaches students from each of the 3 nations on the continent. At the start of the game, you must pick a house to lead, at which point you guide them through classes and missions, as a mysterious organization is hell-bent on starting a massive war. Whichever house you choose locks out the others, and since a single playthrough can take up to 80 hours, there's a lot of game here. 3 Houses is divided into 2 different parts. In the first, you explore the monastery, teaching your students and building relationship with them. In the other, you fight alongside your students in turn-based battles, ordering them around from a tactical perspective. Each character has different strengths and weaknesses, and it's up to you to make the best use of those traits in order to survive battle. Each unit is highly customizable with multiple classes, abilities, and weapons that can be used to make each one unique. Fire Emblem Three Houses is the Switch game players have been waiting years for, as it boasts a much higher production value than past games in the series. And whether you're a veteran or a newcomer, Three Houses is the Switch game of the summer you cannot miss out on.
I like it how PC gamers are only getting into Tetris Effect now when it's been out for what, since 2018?
Yeah, last
Right?
year. Have you guys played or?
No, I actually haven't. Tetris Battle was so sick. I played that so much. I like grinded the hell out of the game, but not Tetris Effect yet.
No.
But I heard it was.
Wait, so what's
really
the difference?
Good.
So Tetris Effect is kind of like it's a VR game where you are holding you're dropping the blocks, but the music is synced to your pattern of dropping the blocks and which lines you're getting out, and then the visuals change. So it's pretty much like a trip.
It just sounds like Tetris with nausea.
No, it's like Beat Saber, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's taking the effect of Beat Saber, but making it Tetris.
It's a Tetris experience.
Yes.
That's what it is.
And Tetris fans like that. I love Tetris.
No, I like original Tetris. I had like a console, like a mini console where I played Tetris like this growing up. So like that's classic Tetris. I don't think I'll ever get into a real Tetris game after that.
Lisa, was it one of those bootleg consoles that have something that's called Tetris?
It also doubles as like a phone and a remote control.
And a calculator.
And a calculator. But hey, all in one.
Yeah. Whatever. Look, Tetris is boring. Okay.
Matt's not a fan.
No, Tetris is it's too involved for me. You know.
Uh-oh.
He wants to be detached.
I want to play something stupid like Mario Party.
Okay.
Ready for Mario Party?
Okay.
Look, we've got the cool kids on the couch today. We got the real gamers. No Marissa, no Brody.
Whoa.
So let's play some Mario Party.
Instant
Oh my
shade.
God. Can someone clip that and just send that
I'm
to
scared.
them, please?
Don't
All right. So Matt, do you want to choose a level?
There's
for
so
us
many
to play?
games.
The only way to play is by playing random.
Okay, let's do it random.
That works.
You're a wild animal, aren't you? Wait.
Oh, we're on a team.
Okay, this is a team game.
Who's
so
who? I'm Wario.
I'm Dry Bones.
I am Yoshi.
So we're a team.
I'm the
No,
mole
we're
guy.
all on the same team.
I don't know what his full name
Is Monty Mole?
Monty
You're a
Mole?
mole.
Yeah.
So we know how to play?
So we have to raise the net.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh no.
Who desynced?
I
It's Camille.
I'm sorry.
Camille
I keep,
desynced.
it's not me.
This is why I can't work with the Switch. See, this is all the complaints I have against the Switch is this.
Technical difficulties.
Camille's not playing.
Okay,
Mario
keep going
Party.
in. You guys go in. I'm gonna cheer.
We don't need her anyways.
Okay,
Change
change the number. I will cheer you guys on.
Oh God, what a process this is.
Yeah.
3.
Okay.
We're doing it.
Let's succeed without her.
Okay.
There
you
you
go, Zerg's in.
Bye, Camille.
Okay, I am pretty much a pro, so
You're
Okay.
gonna coach us.
Commentator.
I will coach.
What is
Okay.
Skip.
It. Let's get into
Oh, I have to start
it.
from the beginning again?
I know. It's like, all right,
this real?
pick your characters. Who's Mario?
I'm back to Wario.
Okay, pick them. Let's
This
go.
is a really good gaming
I
segment.
am Monty.
Monty.
So guys, this is how you launch Mario Party.
Yes.
That was the load screen.
Yeah. You
And,
know what though? I actually hate that Nintendo takes their time with their
Oh, not
load
this.
screens.
All right, everyone shake their fist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's teamwork. If you guys are syncing.
I forgot I gotta
for
tie
team-
my for safety.
Yes. Please don't throw it into the camera.
Yeah, no way,
For
boys.
Camille's safety.
All right, let's go to random.
What's up, Toad?
But I was getting into the fishing mindset.
Well,
Well, you may have to get into another
Random.
one.
What a
All
racket.
right, let's go.
What are the chances we get it again?
Ooh,
3v1.
this one's gonna be good. So
Random.
everyone's.
Close my eyes.
Whoa!
Oh, okay.
Wait!
It's the same.
Why couldn't we play against a bot?
No, Lisa. Everyone's against you.
Move and then
You
oh my
gotta
God.
swing.
Badminton.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
swing.
go. Everyone press these things.
All right, get into it. Press the
two?
bumpers.
Yeah, those two.
Ready up.
I'm ready.
Lisa, how well do
So
you
much
think you'll do
anxiety.
on this?
Horribly. I think Nintendo actually has it out for me. I think they try to make me lose. Wait. Yeah.
Oh, this.
I'm so confused. I can't see. There's so many people. Move
You
over.
better not let any of them hit the ground.
I'm trying.
I can't get their what's it called? Angle right. Is
There
the
you
map
go.
moving or is that just me? Where am I?
The map is moving slightly.
Oh, baby.
Oh.
Oh, you're so lucky.
I can't get the depth right. Oh my God. I just
Oh
got
my
hit by
God,
that.
that's a giant
What are you guys doing?
racket he
I'm gonna
has.
let you guys take
I got
this.
bombed in the
Oh
face.
no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
I can't get the depth right.
They have 1 point.
That's not very good.
2. You guys got 2 points.
Better than 0. Am I right, guys? High five, everybody. Yeah! Okay.
I didn't teach you guys well.
Dry bones. Screw you.
Oh,
Okay, watch
boy.
yourself.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Dry bones is really cute.
Camille,
though.
get in here.
No, I'm coaching.
You're gonna coach?
You're
Yeah,
coaching. Okay.
yeah.
That was very poor coaching, but
Well, okay. The first
Just for
rule
kicks.
of being a coach, you have to
We're playing
see the
soccer,
skill
boys.
first.
Instill fear.
I
Yeah.
see.
Me and Mole. Who's Mole? Zerk?
Me.
Oh,
Okay,
I was
so-
reading the controls.
Okay.
Okay, shoot
into
is
it.
up and pass and tackle. This is right. We're good?
Press the bumpers.
Okay, we're
I'm
good.
good.
This is not good. This is not good.
This is our chance.
This is Rocket League pretty much,
This is
but just
Some
without the
people might call
rocket
it
powered
soccer,
cars.
but, you know.
This gives me so much anxiety. Why is there so many people?
Lisa's
Good
making
question.
her way into the fetal position slowly.
We're aiming
That's the wrong way.
Okay.
No, put it back there.
This
Oh
is like
my
team,
gosh,
that was Team Fight
guys.
Tactics beginning.
You
Guys,
guys communicate with each other.
I'm by myself.
How do I run?
How do I run?
What? I passed to the wrong
There are
person.
so many people that I'm not controlling.
Yeah, because it's your.
Oh my god, I
it's
think I'm holding the
confused.
controller backwards.
No,
Let's go,
Lisa,
Bowser.
you're holding it correct.
Because when I went down,
Peach,
when I was going
Peach.
up, it went down.
Peach.
Yeah,
Oh, no, I'm holding
Peach.
Okay. You have 30
Oh,
seconds.
I'm pressing the wrong button.
No!
Shy guy, MVP.
Dang.
Good job, computer.
Okay.
I didn't even do anything.
Not did I.
Are you wearing the CPU carry?
I hate this game.
Yeah, the CPU is carrying me.
Oh, I just punched him. Is
You
that legal in
fouled
soccer?
me. Coach?
Oh no.
Ref?
Oh, I got it.
Luigi's got
Here it
it.
is. Here it is.
The mole's
Oh no.
got it past
Oh, I
the
got it
back.
back. Shoot it. No, I got blocked.
Oh, turnover.
Yoshi!
Uh-oh.
Can't open it. What's he doing?
No,
Get
no,
him.
no,
Punch
no.
him.
Get it. Oh, look at that defense.
Stolen.
Good punch.
That defense. That's it.
3 more seconds,
That's
guys.
it.
You gotta
Pass
make
it
it
right here.
happen. Oh
Open.
There's only
no.
1 second. I had to
We
launch
did it. Let's
1
go.
point.
Dry
Easy.
bones, baby.
That is so sad.
Next
That
game.
felt like Rocket League. Exactly like Rocket League.
Exactly like Rocket League. Would you want to
Oh,
see like
look at that.
Nintendo in Rocket League?
That would be actually pretty sick. They should implement like skins at least.
Yeah, Mario Kart.
Lisa, you're good.
That
Lisa's
would-
getting upset over here.
Next game.
2 days in a row, Lisa's getting triggered.
Thank you, Nick.
What is this?
Okay.
So
Shave ice. Oh, this is gonna be
you
interesting.
gotta do the motion though. You gotta shave the
Oh,
ice.
Lisa.
Lisa, you
what did I press?
disconnected. You gotta reconnect.
I
we
didn't
go.
do anything.
There we go, Lisa.
Nintendo
guess
Switch,
Alright,
get your
Derek, me and
act
you.
together.
The controller is slowly eliminating.
Oh my gosh, it's like
Whoever's-
Lisa's not worthy.
Whoever's not winning is slowly getting
game
eliminated
moves.
by the Nintendo.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Yeah, who's next?
Okay, all right.
We're gonna have to launch the game again.
No, you guys can play this one and we'll go
Okay,
back
okay,
after.
yeah, let's go back.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to launch the game again.
Can't you just play this one?
No,
No,
you have to
no.
change the
You have to
amount of
change
it.
players
Oh my.
again.
I hate
So
this game.
lesson learned, Mario Party.
Is this like Battle Royale?
It is really, I didn't even get a chance.
It's not
Oh, it's
controller
back?
connected.
No,
Hey, it just came
geez,
back. Okay,
okay.
well, Zerk's no, or whatever.
Yeah,
It's technically Lisa.
okay, you're in.
What the?
Okay, Mario Luigi, the battle of the brothers.
I'm
Sounds
Peach.
complete.
Okay, Peach.
I'm
Okay.
Luigi.
Zerk got countered.
It's okay. This is a kind of like a party show. You know, it's hectic. A lot of things are happening. Kind of like Mario Party.
It kind
Oh,
of
I just changed the characters by accident.
Oh no.
Oh, never mind.
I just like how this game has a mind of its own and it's just saying we are not worthy. So
Yeah.
I thought we were worthy.
So
I
in
thought
case,
so
That's a cute way to put it, Camille. This game is finicky, unreliable.
in case people are
At
just
parties,
tuning
we
in
get
now.
people angry.
That's true.
That's how you end a party, actually.
You rage.
That's how you
Random-
make people leave your party?
Yeah, you just
Soccer, not
like.
soccer, not soccer.
I
Oh,
never thought
soccer
Go back to
again.
the ice one. Let's just do the ice. Since
Oh, God, what am I doing?
no. Free play.
yeah, I don't want to pay money for this.
Net worth.
Are those
Okay,
only two
this is
games?
the fishing one is back. You guys have to
Okay.
work together with the
We have to
CPU
hold
and
onto them while
time
we
it.
lift.
No, you just do this.
You just
just the
lift.
motion.
Yeah, you just do the
Do
motion.
you even lift, bro? Okay, let's go. Let's
Cheap,
catch
cheap
these
all day.
fishies. Cheap, cheap? Is that what they're
We're,
called?
we're talking with 2 idiots.
Oh, awkward.
Lisa.
Hey, oh, not going yet.
You gotta time it.
Go. Yeah! Ready?
So you want to catch the
wait,
mouse.
wait,
You want to catch the mouse.
Go! Yeah! Ready, the big school. Oh, yeah! Yeah! We go! Yeah! Wait, the big one, the big school. We go! Yeah!
Oh, we missed
You
the
missed the
golden
gold
one.
What do
one.
you mean with the gold one?
The gold one's the
Gold one's
big
more.
one.
And go!
The gold one's
Oh,
shiny.
nice.
Ready,
Good
big school, big school,
timing,
big school,
guys.
and go!
Oh, man.
Double time! Double time!
Lisa's capturing pictures on this way. She's getting out of hand.
Gold one! Women don't stop! You're missing the gold one!
I think I see sweat dripping.
That
from
is
both
crazy. Intense.
Did we win?
A right.
Yay! Wow. I'm really surprised because that was like a B if
We have good
anything in my book.
synergy. No, Matt and I have good synergy.
Did you not see the comms? Go.
That was.
I went a little wild at the end.
Well, look.
He went rogue. He went rogue
They're
though.
getting
Alright.
Started doing
Yeah, we
his
can pass
own
it over to
thing.
you.
Okay,
You guys
okay.
fine. Show us how it's done.
All right, next.
Zerk, you're Peach.
Next. That's fine. I wear pink.
What's this one?
Okay, so this one we have to
Jump.
jump.
You're gonna get jumped on by a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see if we will survive.
We will survive.
Zerk, I want to see that FPS reaction time.
I'm about to show you.
Don't worry about it.
There is that slight lag, so predictive. Ready? Hiya!
Wait, who am I?
Not Peach.
You're Luigi, I think.
Oh, there you- oh,
Or Luigi, right?
Sure.
Okay.
yeah, Luigi. Ready? Go.
Zerk, what
Oh
are you doing?
no!
You both lost on the first one?
Oh my gosh, okay,
I'm
okay.
so sorry.
It was just a test.
Lisa, we hand over the controls.
So I didn't know the hitbox of the wheel was actually extended that
hitbox
far.
of the wheel.
There were some magic pixels in there. I think Nintendo has to fix their game,
That's
as
true.
we can see.
Nintendo's been having magic pixels since Donkey Kong Country.
That's true.
Man, I could attest to that.
That's it. You guys
Yeah,
lost?
it was one round.
Got
Okay,
demolished.
all right,
Now it's your
and we still won. Well, I won.
Wait, I think Luigi won because you died slightly after on the first jump.
Yes,
That
yeah.
is garbage.
What?
That should be a double lose.
That's just luck.
This
I
is
guess.
esport ready.
Yeah, esports.
All right, next.
Next game. That was a horrible game. Oh, maybe
Very
Well, no,
short.
it's a good game. They just performed really bad.
Okay,
This one
this
was hard.
one's
This one was
hard.
hard. It's like Angry Bird.
So yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
have to try to get the blocks out, and we're going against,
You're against
the
Waluigi.
CPU. So Zerk, don't F it up.
Oh.
Okay, let's go.
Yo, this is actually both of you guys are very good at FPSs, so this
We are.
could be the team.
So this is your game.
This is your game.
Technically.
Zerk, we have to think of where we're gonna hit.
Yeah, divide and conquer.
Oh, so how? I'm assuming there's like. Oh my
There's
There's
god.
some weak areas. Holy.
It is so
You don't have to shot a thing
tanky.
yet. Oh, there
Yeah,
you go.
I think you guys can spam it. Yoshi, spam it.
Yeah, but the thing is, they're really sturdy. You have to like kind of weaken.
Maybe we shoot
Well,
the same
Waluigi's
block.
winning,
Shoot this
so-
middle
Together,
block at
together.
the same time.
Oh,
We can't lose to Wa.
We're not gonna lose.
Yo, how come Walls?
I play Apex Legends and
Waluigi's
Fortnite.
on like dumb
This
mode.
is pretty
You
much
guys got it,
Fortnite.
though.
Oh, now it's the CPU.
He shot one
that's-
completely over the blocks.
He just
He's
doesn't have
throwing.
good aim.
He's farming kills. Oh, wait.
He totally ended that one.
It's farming the kills.
Okay.
Is that X Steve playing? I'm sorry, I had to. Okay,
Oh.
next. Relevant, guys.
Yo.
I'm sorry.
Are you making references to the show that happened like 5 minutes ago? So meta.
Okay.
Unheard of. Oh no, it's math. Oh my god.
No,
Oh my God.
math.
Why is there math in this
I don't
game?
want to do math.
How are you supposed to?
Oh, we just have to try to hit
You have to try to
get
get
the
6.
most.
It says aim for this. Oh yeah, you gotta get high numbers.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that
Okay.
number showed up and we immediately
Yeah.
all freaked
You
out.
don't actually need math.
No, you
So press there.
Ah.
So the higher the
Ready,
score, the more
yeah.
you get to shoot each other's castle.
Okay,
Makes
okay,
sense.
okay. Okay. So just aim for the 6.
Aim for the
Okay,
6.
let's.
Unless it's like 2 minus 6. Like, you
I
don't
think it's
want.
always multiplication.
Oh, is it?
Zerg and I are going up
Okay.
against each other.
Alright, guys, this is like basically just
4.
random luck.
What?
Oh! Dang. Oh my god,
Come on, you
Waluigi,
gotta call it.
why?
You gotta call it.
No, he's fine. Unless it's a 6. Actually, you got 4 times 5. Even then, it was
Yeet.
Wait. Oh, you're bad. Oh, I thought
Oh
you guys
my
were on a
god,
team.
look at
Oh,
that.
destruction,
Oh
Zerg.
my
Oh
god.
no.
You
Okay.
see my
Okay.
aim?
All right, so round
You
2.
even name in this game?
1. Okay, we have
for
to do
that
a
6.
6. We have to do a 6. Okay. Ha!
Oh, no, no,
This is it.
Pretty
No.
close. Oh.
Comeback season.
Oh, you kind of failed on
Camille.
him. You failed him there, to be honest.
Yo, okay. I'm just not liking the fact that Waluigi's on my team.
No, you failed him. You let him down.
You're both Luigi.
Oh, Yoshi's inting so hard.
Zerk. Oh, wait, you're not.
No, Yoshi's.
He's Peach.
I can't.
Oh my god, that's so bad.
Wow.
6. Okay.
Zerk,
Okay.
oh, can you carry this?
Comeback
Zerk?
season.
Comeback,
Zerk, can you
comeback.
carry
All
it?
right, I
All
can
right,
do
let's
it.
go.
We're even now. We're even.
Horrible aiming.
This is the even round.
Go on, Yoshi.
4.
Don't. Oh, there you go. Big 30. That's
Oh, dang, that's actually pretty
Zerk, that was your
That's
chance,
mid-tier.
dude.
That's mid-tier.
I know. That was my
6.
comeback. 5.
You got the 6
Oh.
You got the 6 that you didn't want.
We're in this, baby.
Zerk won.
Oh my
We're
god.
in
Zerk
this.
won.
One more. No, this can be a thing. Okay, we
Okay.
got
You just
this.
need a 3.
Just not
3
a
and up.
1.
3 and up and you're good. You monkey.
God.
Oh, wait.
Oh my god, this is gonna be so
that's
tight.
equal.
2 apiece.
Oh my god, you kidding me?
Yeah.
Did you guys rig this?
Oh my god.
No. We're just both really good.
That is
really good.
nuts.
We're
We
both
end on
really
a
good.
tie. Are you
How did that happen?
How? We didn't even script this, guys. We did not.
You
even
could, I
script
think they
this.
could tell that we didn't script this when we went out of the game.
No one knew what was happening.
That was all part of the script.
That was all part of the script, but unfortunately, we are all out of time. Thanks, Ron, for talking to us. Tomorrow, we will be back with more Unmuted and on Inside Esports. Drew is breaking down some Street Fighter action.
That's right. Meanwhile, be sure to check out all our socials at Squad State, where we have a lot of content waiting for you guys.
Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.